What do you think Waitangi Day next year is going to be like, Moana?
Ooh.
Well, I used to hold an event here in Muriwai Beach called Every Day is Waitangi Day, and everywhere. And I think it'll be a continuation of a movement, and I'd like to think that it's a movement that is New Zealand tiriti centric. I'd like to think when I've interviewed people this year, and I've met so many wonderful people this year, at the tauranga thing, there's Pākehā queer coming up to me and going, "I'll debate the treaty." I said, "Really?" They go, "Yeah, I'm on the right side." I'm like, "Oh, gee, neat, all right." Asians for Tino Rangatiratanga, the old Project Waitangi that's morphed into kind of tangata tiriti. There's so many awesome educators out there, people who work in justice, people who work in health. I think there's a movement that's going to start. I'd like to think that it's one that's going to build and be very clear that, this is a tiriti focused Aotearoa is something magical. It really is. It's something special. It's something that we don't have. When I talk to my friends up in States, bless them, oh my God, they've got so many treaties in Canada and the States, and it's all very confusing and they're very marginalised. People look at us and go, "You've got one treaty." And I'm going, "Yeah, and it's hard yakka with that one." There is so much potential there. And we know that the principles that have been developed over the years don't address the elephant in the room, which is around sovereignty. But there are principles that have been developed that are based on te tiriti, that allow for a mana enhancing, as Moana Jackson would say, a mana enhancing relationship that's good for everybody. And I'd like to think that we will get to that space. And that's a constitutional, we have a unique constitutional opportunity and relationship here. It's not based on race, despite what people say. It's not based on Māori and Pākehā.
Yep.
It's based on between rangatira of Papua and Iwi nations and Hobson on behalf of the Crown. So, we've got to get that kind of thing right.
Yeah, it's two signatories. It's based on the two signatories.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, if my neighbor who is from Japan signs a mortgage with the bank, that's not an agreement based on race. It's two people, or it's a bank and it's a Japanese family who are signing up for a mortgage. It doesn't matter that one of them happens to be a complete Japanese family, Japanese New Zealanders. It's not. We never think about that being based on race.
No, it's not about ethnicity. It's not about the ethnicity. The original agreement was between two nations. And there's nothing to fear about that. We can be. I always just think that we can be. We've got the opportunity, because when you look at the States, even though we don't want to, it's so complex. It's so big. There's so many people. They've got a really stuffed system. We have got such an opportunity here in Aotearoa where we're a small population, where everybody almost knows everybody, where we've got these strong relationships. We've got this treaty which is built on values, which provides a mechanism for us to move forward. The potential is so exciting that we could be the example for everybody else.